Hey everybody, now that Gamescom is over with and we have some time to think about it and talk about it, we all have our opinions right now. It's time for me to say my piece because my opinion now is a little more refined than it was when it was all fresh. First things first, Gamescom itself, the Xbox showcase, it wasn't the best show. I'm not going to damage control that. But I will say it was better than Sony's last state of play, that's for sure. Because there were some nuggets of information there that was useful to me personally. Number one, Flight Sim. Now, we're going to get the helicopter DLC, which I think is essential because there's so many places I'd like to fly over, but you can't be stationary. You're always having to fly over it and have to turn around, and it's a bit of a pain. This way, you can stay exactly where you want and take your screen captures and take in a specific site. That's good. Then you got the upcoming the Jet DLC. I look forward to using that as well. One of the fastest aircrafts in the world. Use it in Flight Sim, liking that. And the racing DLC. Again, this is all free too. That's just the Xbox effect. See all those PlayStation fanboys that say Flight Simulator isn't a video game? That narrative is now dead. Because racing planes with other people online, that's a video game. If I ever saw one. So people can shut up about that. But it's also the other little things here. You got xCloud on consoles, which is good. Because, number one, for Xbox One users who can't find a Series X this holiday, they now get to experience it. And again, it requires having Game Pass Ultimate. So hey, more Game Pass Ultimate subscribers, they will get a boost. For Series X owners like myself, you get to now try games while they install in the background. No more waiting times. Zero. Sure, I mean, it's not the best. It's like what, 1080p, 60 frames, but it's enough to get you playing while it downloads natively on your console. It's just like a thing. You don't have to wait. It's another nice little perk of being a Game Pass Ultimate member. So it's very consumer friendly that Xbox is doing this. And then you got some indie game showcases, but Into the Pit looks pretty good. It reminds me of Hexen from back in the day, if anybody remembers Hexen. And then Stray Blade looks like a lower budget Souls-like game, which, okay, looks good. Then, but what stood out to me was Crusader Kings 3, not only coming to console, like it's on PlayStation as well, but for Xbox, it's on Game Pass day one. Beautiful. Crusader Kings 3 is a highly rated game. I wanted to play it on PC Game Pass, never got around to it, but now I'll just wait for its Xbox release. So, perfect. Sounds good to me. Then I think overall we got things like Crossfire X, Gunk updates, things like that. But overall it was pretty good. Now let's go on to the second part of the video, Halo. Now, first off, like the good news, the universally good news. They got the limited edition console, which I knew they were going to do. I knew it. You want to do a next-gen Halo, a mainline Halo, you got to do it right. You got to promote stuff out there. You got to do the merchandising. I love the console design. I'm going to buy it. I didn't get a pre-order, but like getting my Series X, I just called GameStop one day and I got lucky. And I'm just going to do that again. Well, sooner or later, I'll get lucky. But I will also get the Spartan 117 Elite Series 2 controller. See, I never had an Elite Series 2 controller before, or any Elite controller for that matter. And, well, they got me by the balls on this one. I want that design, and if I got to spend $200 to get it, so be it. Because in the end, it is the best console controller on the market. I can then confidently say I have a better quality controller than every PlayStation gamer out there. Because as good as a DualSense is, it is not as feature packed as a $200 Elite Series 2 controller. There's just no way around that. But now the controversy. Now all the PlayStation fanboys, they're jumping all over this. How Halo Infinite is missing co-op for the first 3 months and Forge for the first 6 months. I'm not going to go into this whole damage controlling bit, but I will say Forge, it's a niche feature. We can live without that, but I think it's very ambitious for what it's trying to do. Co-op is a bit of a blow. Personally, I play all the games solo, my pace, my way, and then I co-op them with a friend. And if we gotta wait a few months to play these games with a friend, then that's just it is what it is. But if the main campaign and main multiplayer are functional and solid, that is what a real Halo fan is looking for. Let me explain. Halo 4, great story, bad multiplayer. Halo 5, bad story, great multiplayer. And even the multiplayer was divisive with the loot boxes and the advanced movement. Halo Infinite, for the first time with 343, is looking to nail both at the same time. See, when all the fanboys are doing all this fake concern, I got my eyes on the prize. If the story looks almost 100%, it looks like it's going to be better than Halo 5, story-wise. I mean, all the signs are there. The story looks better from what we've seen. And the multiplayer, they solved the sprint debate. Like, the movement strikes the perfect balance between Halo 3 and Halo 5. No crazy advanced movement stuff. Sprint has finally been tweaked to a point where both camps are happy with it. So to me, while everyone's talking about the other shit, I'm looking at Halo right now and thinking to myself, they finally nailed the story and the multiplayer in the same game. That's what I see as a Halo fan. So while this news about Co-op and Forge isn't ideal, I mean, is what it is. I'm not going to, we've got to wait for that. It's just how it is. But I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. And I hope the story and multiplayer are solid and polished. And if it launches on December 8th, hey, that's fine. Take one more month. Make the story and campaign as polished as you possibly can. So that's pretty much it. I think some people are talking about the XP progression system. And I wouldn't worry too much about that. Whatever happens, I mean, they said that it's going to be XP progression for challenges, just for beating matches and winning games in general. But in the end, that's something that can easily be tweaked and worked on post-launch. So I wouldn't worry about that narrative either. Overall, I'm really looking forward to the multiplayer and campaign, play it solo, play it my way, and then co-op it later on. So overall, it was a pretty good event overall for Xbox, and yeah, more to come. See you guys.